Master the Rubik's Cube with style and intelligence. This is the adaptive blended path, a curated hybrid of CFOP, corner first, and Roux. Traditional speed solving like CFOP relies on memorizing hundreds of algorithms that many solve without truly understanding. We've stripped away that complexity by optimizing the process into a 6-step logic. We provide a smarter alternative, reducing the mental burden and replacing rote memorization with intuitive insight. Understand the logic, master the flow, and solve it with style. This video, Crush It, is the second part of the Adaptive Blended Path series. This part, our primary focus, is the first 2 layers. We're getting practical to make these core steps efficient and intuitive. We'll also integrate the top layer solving techniques you learned previously into a full cube completion. A Rubik's Cube has 3 types of pieces: centers, edges, and corners. Now, let's scramble to set up our cube to a specific pattern. This allows you to follow along slowly and understand each step. To start, hold your solved cube with the white center facing up and the green center facing forward. Now, let's scramble it with these moves. L, D prime, R2, U, F prime, B2, D2, R, D2, R2, U2, L2, D, R2, B2, R, L2, F, U2, R2. Once your cube is scrambled correctly, turn the whole cube twice x2 or flip the cube 8/4 of a turn. This is to get the yellow center on the top face. For every solve, the yellow center will always stay on the top. So, here are the steps we'll solve this cube. Our first step, and a crucial one, is building the white cross around the yellow center. With the blue center facing you, you'll see a white edge piece in the bottom front position. Check if there's a white edge blocking the top of the F face front face. If the F face top is clear, you can move the white edge up to either the left or right side. Before you move it, check both the top left and top right slots to see which one is open. In this case, both are open, so you can go up either way. Let's choose to move it up to the front right first by doing F prime, then R to bring the white up to the top right. Next, turn the cube so the red center faces you. You'll see a white piece at the bottom front, but the top is blocked by another white piece. Skip this one for now, turn the cube so the green center faces you. You'll find a white piece at the top front. The F face is clear for rotation, but the top left already has a white piece. Rotate F to move the white edge to the front right, which also pushes the white edge on the R face downwards. Then, perform R to bring the white piece up to the top right. Now, you want to bring up the white edge that's currently on the bottom. Check if the top front slot is blocked by a white piece. In this case, it's open. Do F2 to bring the white piece from the bottom to the top. We've now covered 3 common scenarios. Let's look at how to fix it when there's a white piece blocking the top with a red center facing you and a white edge at the bottom front that's blocked by a white piece on top. Solve this by doing U prime to move the blocking white piece to the right. Then, do F prime to temporarily move the white edge to the front right. When you try to move the white piece up, it's still blocked by a white piece on the top right. You'll need to do U prime again to move the top right piece to the back. Perform R to bring the white piece from the front right to the top. You should now have the white cross around the yellow center. Next, we'll complete the white cross itself. U prime to align the white thread edge with the red center. Then, F2 to bring it down to the bottom layer. You'll need to rotate the top white edges 3 more times, aligning their side colors with their respective centers by performing U prime or U2. Then, rotate the edges down to 1/4 of a turn. In this example, one rotation aligns all the edges perfectly. The white-green edge on the R face is now aligned with the green center, R2. The white-blue edge on the L face is now aligned with the blue center, L2. And the white-orange edge on the back B face is aligned with the orange center, B2. Look at the bottom of your cube. You should now see a perfect white cross with all the side colors matching their centers. This completes step 1, the cross. Once you've got your cross, we move on to F2L, which stands for first 2 layers. F2L is all about solving the first 2 layers at once by pairing a corner piece with its matching edge piece on the top layer and then inserting them into their correct slot. A slot is the space for the first 2 layers, and there are 4 slots around your white cross. Let's tackle our first pair, the orange-blue-white corner with the orange-blue edge. In this case, the corner piece is on the bottom layer with its white side facing down. Start by turning the cube so the blue center faces you. You can do F prime or R to bring the orange-blue-white corner to the top layer with its white side facing sideways. Let's choose R to bring the corner up. To preserve your white cross, immediately perform U to move the corner to the left, then R prime to put your red-white edge back in place. Turn the cube so the orange center faces you. you'll see the orange-blue edge on the second layer, front left. Perform L' to bring the orange-blue edge to the top row, ready for pairing. Then you prime to move the edge to the right, and L to put your green-white edge back in place. Turn the cube so the red center faces you to bring the orange-blue-white corner to the front. You'll see the orange-blue edge directly opposite it. In this scenario, the top colors orange of the corner and edge match. This means the edge will be opposite the corner, or to its right. When the top colors match, you'll need to move the edge to pair with the corner in the front. You'll do L to move this corner to the bottom first. But before doing L, check the left side of the blue center, which will be pushed up. Is there an orange-blue pair already in that slot? In this case, no, the slot is empty. So you can do L then, you to bring the orange-blue edge to the front. Now, L' to bring the orange-blue corner up to pair with the edge. Once paired, insert it into its slot. You to move towards the blue center, then turn the cube so the blue center faces you. Then you again pass the blue center to the orange center and turn the cube so the orange center faces you. Do R2 bring the blue-white edge up to meet it. Perform U' to bring the orange-blue-white corner to pair with the blue-white edge. Then R' to insert it into the slot. Next, let's pair the red-blue-white corner with the red-blue edge. In this case, the corner is on the top layer with its white side facing up. Start by turning the cube so the blue center faces you. You want to get the red-blue corner to have its white side facing sideways, but still on the top layer. Sideways includes left, right, front, and back, any position and color that's ready for pairing. You could choose F' or R. However, there's another issue. The red-blue edge is right next to this corner, but their colors don't match. You'll need to separate them. Choose R to turn the red-blue-white corner so its white side faces the back. Before doing R, check if the slot below the corner, which will be pushed up, is empty. It is, so you can do R. Performing R also pushes the edge down to the second layer. Now, you prime to move the corner to the back left. This serves two purposes, saving your red-white cross and separating the corner from the edge. Then, R prime to put the red-white back, which also brings the red-blue edge back to the top layer. Turn the cube so the green center faces you to bring the red-blue-white corner to the front. You'll notice the corner has its red side facing up and the edge has its blue side facing up. When the top colors are different, you need to move the edge, which is on the left, to the opposite side of the corner, the back. To do this, you'll first move the red-blue-white corner to the bottom, but this will affect the orange-blue pair you've already solved, so do you to move the corner to the front left because the right side of the green center, which will be pushed up, is an empty slot. Next, turn the cube so the red center faces you. Do R prime to move the corner to the bottom. Then, U to move the blue-red edge to the back. Now, R to bring the corner back up. Then, U to align the red-blue corner with the blue center. Turn the cube so the blue center faces you. Perform R to pair it with the edge at the back. Once paired, insert it into the slot. U back to pair with the red-white edge on the right. Then, R prime to insert it into the slot. Now for pairing the orange-green-white corner with the orange-green edge. In this case, the orange-green-white corner is on the top layer with its white side facing up. Start by turning the cube so the orange center faces you. You need its white side to face sideways while staying on the top layer. You'll see the orange-green edge next to the corner, but their colors don't match, similar to the last case. You need to separate them, but we'll try a different method here. You could do F' to move the corner to another spot, immediately separating it from the edge. But you can't do that because it would push up and affect the solved orange-blue pair. So, you must do to move to an empty slot on the left side of the orange center. Then, L' to flip the orange-green-white corner so its white side faces the back and it stays on the top layer. You to move the orange-green-white corner to the back right to protect the green-white edge, but the orange-green edge is in the way. This edge needs to stay on the top row for pairing, so you'll need another U to move the edge to the back right. Then, you can perform L to put the green-white edge back. Turn the cube so the blue center faces you to bring the orange-green-white corner to the front. This corner has its green side facing up, which is different from the edge's orange side facing up. When the top colors are different, you need to move the edge, which is on the right, to the opposite side, the back. You'll do L to move the corner down to the bottom. Before doing L, check the left side of the orange center, which will be pushed up. You'll find an empty slot, so L to move the corner down. Then U prime to move the orange-green edge to the back. Perform L' to bring the corner back up. After that, you need to move the corner towards the orange center by doing U, then turn the cube so the orange center faces you. Perform L' to pair it with the edge at the back. Once paired, insert it into the slot. U' to pair with the green-white edge. Then L to insert it into the slot. Finally, let's pair the red-green-white corner with the red-green edge. In this case, the red-green-white corner is on the top row with its white side facing sideways, ready for pairing. We've covered two cases already, white facing down and white facing up. We're still missing the case where the white corner is on the bottom layer but its white side is facing sideways. So let's slightly scramble to create this scenario. Turn the cube so the red center faces you. Perform R. U2 R prime. Now, the red-green-white corner is on the bottom layer with its white side facing sideways. Let's solve it. With the red center facing you can't do F prime because the red-green-white corner would turn white side up. So, do R2 bring this corner up to the top with its white side facing sideways. Then, you to move the red-green-white corner to the front left to save the green-white edge. But the red-green edge is blocking it on the top row, which is a prime position for pairing. You'll need another U to move the edge to the front left. Then, R prime to put the green-white edge back in place. You'll notice the corner and edge have different top colors. Move the red-green-white corner towards the red center by doing U2. Then, you can directly perform R to pair it with the red-green edge. After that, U to pair it with the green-white edge. Perform R prime to insert it into the slot. Once you've paired all four corner edge pairs and inserted them into their slots, you've completed the F2L method and your first two layers are perfectly solved. Okay. With our first two layers done, let's move on to positioning those top layer corners. Find a corner with a blue color that's on the same side as the blue center. With the red center facing you, do to move the blue corner to the blue center. Turn the cube so the blue center faces you. You'll find both corners are now in the correct spot, even if their colors aren't oriented correctly yet. Turn the cube from back to front so the green center faces you. The green-orange corner is in the wrong position. It needs to swap with the green-red corner. Use algorithm 3.1. L prime, U prime, L, F, U, F prime, L prime, U, L, U2. Now, your green-orange and green-red corners are in the correct positions. Great! Once your corners are in place, the next step is to orient them so all the yellow faces are on top. Now, you will see two corners with yellow color facing sideways on red center. Turn the red center facing you to match one of pattern 4.3. Then, perform SUNY. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Turn orange center facing you to match pattern 4.2. Perform anti-SUNY. L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U prime 2, L. All your top corners should now have yellow facing up, and their side colors should be correct. Almost there. Now we're going to work on permuting, or arranging, those final edges. Turn the cube so the blue center faces you to match the H pattern. Use algorithm 5.1. Perform R. U, R prime, U prime, M prime, U, R, U prime, lowercase r prime. Note, lowercase r prime means turning the right column and the middle column downwards, counterclockwise, like in our prime move. And for our very last step, we'll handle the final edge swap. With the blue center facing you, you'll see the green edge swapped with the blue edge, and the orange edge swapped with the red edge north-south and east-west swap. Use algorithm 6.3 diagonal swap. Perform M prime 2. U, M prime 2, U2, M prime 2, U, M prime 2. Congratulations, your Rubik's Cube is now perfectly solved. We've covered many scenarios today. As you can see, while there are 10 basic algorithms, our adaptive logic allows you to solve all of them effectively using only these 6 core formulas. This significantly reduces the memorization needed while maintaining full control. Practice makes perfect. Scramble your cube at least 20 times and try it out. Soon, this logic will become second nature. Please like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more. And if you're new here, don't forget to check out part 1, the essential insight for a total solution covering every case. Master the basics. If the flow still feels unclear, let's simplify it with this F2L core logic chart. This is the how and why behind every pair and slot. Understanding this map is the key to moving beyond just following steps to truly mastering the cube. Let's break down the key summaries. This method pairs a selected corner and edge of the same color to insert them into the correct slot. There are 4 main scenarios for a white corner piece. The first is on the top layer with white facing sideways. The status is ready for pairing. Other scenarios include white facing upward on the top layer, or the corner being on the bottom layer with white facing sideways or downward. For edges, there are 2. They are either ready for pairing on the top layer or currently in the second layer. If a selected corner isn't initially on the top layer, you'll need to bring it up with the white side facing sideways. Before lifting the corner, if your target edge is in the way, rotate the U face to move it to another position. Always remember to keep the white cross in place afterward. If a target edge piece isn't on the top layer, bring it up there to ready status for pairing. Before lifting the edge, if your corner is in the way, rotate the U face to move it out. Always remember to keep the white cross in place afterward. Once both are on top, if they are side by side but their colors don't match, separate them first while keeping both on the top layer. If the corner and edge are separate, there are two cases. First, if their top colors are the same, pair them in the front. Second, if the top colors are different, move the edge to the back, then pair them in the back. Then insert the pair pieces into the slot that matches the two surrounding colors. A key caution while pairing or separating pieces: always avoid lifting a solved slot. Instead, rotate the U layer to find an unsolved slot before making your move. Keep pairing and inserting until all 4 slots are complete. Now for those of you looking to go even faster, here are some advanced F2L tips for speed and efficiency. We'll talk about bringing an edge up when there's already a corner on top. For this example, we've already finished the white cross and the blue center is facing you. Let's say you want to pair the orange-green-white corner with the orange-green edge. If you do L prime to bring the edge up, its top color will be different from the corners, meaning they need to be opposite. But the edge isn't opposite the corner right now. Go back. The trick here is to do U prime to make sure the corner's white side faces the back first, then perform L prime in the same direction as the white side. The edge will then be opposite the corner and ready to pair. Let's look at another case. With the blue center facing you want to pair the red-green edge in the front with a red-green-white corner in the back. If you do R to bring the edge up, its top color will be different from the corners, meaning they need to be opposite. But the edge isn't opposite the corner right now. Go back. The trick here is to move the corner by doing U prime so its white side faces the front, then perform R to move the edge in the opposite direction from the white side. The edge will then be opposite the corner and ready to pair. But if the edge were in the back, you need to move it in the same direction as the corner's white side. What if the edge is already on top? For example, doing R brings the orange-green corner up, and you find it is side by side with the orange-green edge, which has its different color facing up. Go back. Do U to move the edge to the opposite side, then perform R to bring the orange-green-white corner up, making it ready to pair. Here's an F2L secret for picking the best pairs. Always prioritize pairs that are both on the top layer. Second priority is when only one piece is on top. Finally, deal with the cases where both are hidden below. Although we started with the worst case to cover every scenario. Normally, you'll naturally bring up those hidden pieces as you solve other easier pairs. This tip will help you solve much faster.